its loan targets by 1.12 trillion naira. National Population Commission launches e-recruitment portal for 2023 census. Youth wing of Christian Association of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State elects new officers for next 5 years. On a foreign scene, new owner of Twitter, Elon Musk sheds critics over former U.S. President Donald Trump's return to Twitter. In sport, Sri Lanka beats Afghanistan by 6 wickets to keep semi-final hopes alive at Men's T20 World Cup in Brisbane. Details coming up shortly. .1 FM Uyo, I am Rachel David White. First in the news this afternoon, federal government has reportedly exceeded its borrowing by 1.15 trillion naira for the period between January and August 2022. According to reports, a copy of the public presentation of the 2023 proposed budget by the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, shows that the federal government planned to borrow 6.10 trillion naira in 2022. A breakdown also shows that the federal government planned to get 3.53 trillion naira from domestic creditors and 2.57 trillion naira from foreign creditors. Reports say the federal government accumulated 5.33 trillion naira debt within the period under review, which is 1.15 trillion naira higher than the expected 4.07 trillion naira planned debt. To the presidency now, where President Muhammadu Buhari has vowed to support Nigerians to elect via choice in the 2023 general elections. The president made this declaration while speaking at the police conference 3-day retreat at the theme imperative of the Nigeria police strategy for a peaceful election in Owerri. He said he was interested in an election Nigerians would accept and be happy with the outcome. At the same event, the national chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, insisted that the commission would abide strictly by the transmission of election results from the polling units to the INEC headquarters. Still on electoral matters, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has disclosed that the infrastructure it has put in place for the 2023 general election cannot allow rigging to take place during the elections. INEC named those infrastructure to include the INEC Voter Enrollment Device, IVD, which eliminates voting by identity theft through the use of another person's permanent voter's card, PVC. The Bimodal Voter Accreditation System, BVA-S, also would just not allow the multiple voting and electronically transmit result from polling unit and the INEC Result Viewing Portal, REV, which makes word collation results sheets available for people to see. According to report, INEC further maintained that the 2022 Electoral Act has strengthened its operations and gives the Commission more confidence to deliver free and fair results to Nigerians. Away from that, the National Population Commission, NPC, has officially launched its e-recruitment portal to recruit ad hoc staff for the 2023 National Population and Housing Census. Speaking at the launching of the portal in Abuja, NPC Chairman Nasir Issa stressed that it is crucial to have best hands for the census. The census manager, Inuwa Jalingo, in his statement maintained that the commission was expected to receive over 25 million applications for the available jobs, noting that there was a need for the process to be competitive, reliable, and transparent. According to reports, the Director, Employment and Wages at the Ministry of Labour and Productivity, Gloria Ndifon, commended the Commission, stressing that e-recruitment was the new development as the world had become more digital. Also, the representatives of the INEC, Anne Aderibide, lauded the e-recruitment portal, saying it serves as a challenge to other agencies to embrace digitization to enable accuracy, adding that the NPC is on the right track. Meanwhile, the NPC Director of Public Affairs Department, Dr. Ishaka Yahaya, explained that the exercise is not just recruitment, but a key preparatory activity to the 2023 census, adding that it is a stakeholders' engagement activity which will enable a national census with accurate data for national planning. Back here, the Akwa Ibom state government has been commended for its various flood intervention programs that ensured Akwa Ibom was safe haven in the flood menace that ravaged many parts of the country. Speaking with Planet News, indigents who lamented the flood menace in the country observed that Akwa Ibom could have been susceptible to the flood attacks, but the government early intervention.
Like 3 states, Corona flood, I mean for over. Even upstate, I said, exception of Akwa Ibom, many very soon, governor, the whole song, and your phone. Then it's even more, like more about the IBB, yeah, assume more. Oh, is it any from more? So, yes, you don't know because it makes you more. I can do flood or back in, I bet Akwa Ibom, I bet other states, then you could put.
While calling on the federal and affected state governments to act swiftly towards ensuring there are no more devastating effects, they praised the Akwa Ibom state government for service to the people.
Government, federal government, it will get Florida so much get the serious. You can label you call radio girl. So governor. Of no Bible staying in I'm serious. That is why you can have my family or the family of this thing at the baby for water. Governor Yamana family order. That is why you need for the sugar Bible state. Good 10 states. People down Robin and no way down got about 600 people. Say no, you already down. I mean, for Kem Macom Governor Yanamite you. And you know, Kem Raven the Bible Yanamio. Yama said young.
In religion, the youth wing of Christian Association of Nigeria, Yowikan, Akwa Ibom State, has elected new officers that will run the affairs of the body for the next 5 years. A release signed by the Secretary, Christian Association of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State, the Reverend Isang Eyomo, says the election that was conducted by CAN Directorate of Education, Youth and Women Development took place on Thursday, October 27th at United Evangelical Church, 8 Full Life Avenue, Uyo, and was observed to be peaceful by the Minister of Religion, Dr. Effiong Udo of the University of Uyo, while the CAN chairman of Akwa Ibom State, Bishop Dr. Chris Nyong, was amply represented by CAN Director for Education, Youth and Women Development, Pastor Linus Ukwenang, who also swore in those elected into their various offices. According to the release, the pilot the affairs of Yowikan and Akwa Ibom State in the next 5 years. The following officers from different blocks of Christian Association of Nigeria CAN emerged: Dr. Durable Usong, Chairman, PFN Block; Barrister Superuchuku Obeke, Deputy Chairman, OIC Block; Pastor Samson, Secretary, CCN Block; Apollos Vozereng, Assistant Secretary, TEKAN/ECWA, and Daniel Anthony Effiong, Treasurer, CSN Block. Appointed into different directorates were Kofi Akpan, Director of Ecumenism and Interfaith, CSN Block; Evangelist Helen Abraham, Director of Prayers, CPFN/PFN Block; Brother Imeyang Effiong, Director of Planning, Research and Strategy, TEKAN/ECWA Block; and Samuel Godwin Bob, Director of Publicity and Education, CCN Block, while the Director for National Issues and Social Welfare, which is to come from OAIC Block, is yet to be appointed. Meanwhile, in his acceptance speech, the new chairman of Yowikan and Akwa Ibom State, Bishop Durable Osong, appreciated God Almighty for making the election peaceful and successful. He thanked the delegates from different blocks of CAN for their love for the church, Akwa Ibom State, and humanity in the way they conducted themselves during the election. He promised to work tirelessly for the betterment of Yowikan in the state, to run a consultative and open-door governance and to carry every Christian youth in Akwa Ibom State along in his administration. He also promised to see to it that Christian youth toe the path of peace and mutual coexistence in Akwa Ibom State. You're listening to the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM, Uyo. Let's take a breather and then bring you more stories from our foreign sports and entertainment scene. Do stay with us.
Healthy living begins with the choices one makes. Choosing to live healthy is the first step to healthy living. Join us Sundays 1:30 to 2 p.m. for Health Way. Awareness for healthy choices.
Foreign scene, the new owner and chief executive of Twitter, Elon Musk, has sarcastically shaded reasons who have continuously asked him whether former U.S. President Donald Trump will make a return to Twitter. Musk, who took over Twitter 3 days ago and sacked most of its top executives, in a tweet on Monday night said if he had $1 for every time someone asked him if Trump is coming back on this platform, Twitter would be minting money. Since the takeover by Musk, many tweets and the media have anticipated the projected the return of the former U.S. president to the platform. Trump, whose account was permanently suspended from the platform in January 2021, was accused of inciting violence through his tweet following the Capitol Heat riot and was termed a risk. In sports, Sri Lanka kept their semi-final hopes alive with a 6-wicket win over Afghanistan at the men's T20 World Cup in Brisbane. Spinner Wanindu Hasaranga took 313 as Sri Lanka restricted Afghanistan to 144-8 despite another sloppy performance in the field. Dhananjaya De Silva's unbeaten 6-6 then steered Sri Lanka to their target with 9 balls to spare at the Gabba. Afghanistan, whose 2 previous games were washed out, have been eliminated. Sri Lanka need to beat England and Afghanistan to beat Australia in order to qualify for the semis. On the entertainment scene, Nigerian entertainers have sent condolences to singer Davido and his lover, Chioma Rowland, over the alleged death of their 3-year-old son, Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi reportedly drowned at their home in Banana Island, Lagos State. Following the sad news, entertainers have taken to their social media pages to mourn the child and pray for his parents. It's been the news on Planet Radio 101.1 FM Uyo, but before we go, a recap of the major stories. Has reportedly exceeded its borrowing by 1.15 trillion naira for the period between January and August 2022. National Population Commission (NPC) has officially launched its E-recruitment portal to recruit ad hoc staff for the 2023 National Population and Housing Census. Youth Wing of Christian Association of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom State, has elected new officers that will run the affairs of the body for the next 5 years. On the foreign scene, we told you that the new owner and chief executive of Twitter, Elon Musk, has sarcastically shaded persons who have continuously asked him whether former U.S. President Donald Trump will make a return to Twitter. And in sport, we reported that Sri Lanka kept their semi-final hopes alive with a 6-wicket win over Afghanistan at the men's T20 World Cup in Brisbane. For comment and coverage of your newsworthy events, call our newsroom on 0812-770-2940. Visit our website on planet101fm.ng and follow us on Twitter at planet_101fm. Also like our Facebook page at Planet101FM Uyo. The news was edited by Jen Owa. As we end the news, remember that nature has given us all the pieces required to achieve exceptional wellness and health, but has left it to us to put these pieces together. Good afternoon.